Excited to go to work.
Be ridiculously faithful to the fundamentals and the little things.
We have reached preseason week number 2. In fact, the longest week of work throughout the entire of the preseason. And tonight, the Eagles wrap that up here in New England against the Patriots. Hi, everyone. Alongside Ross Tucker, Scott Graham. They say familiarity breeds contempt. Well, these teams are pretty familiar after seeing one another 3 out of the last 4 days.
Well, and it's 2 of the most important days of the entire pre-camp process for the Philadelphia Eagles. It was such good work in the joint practices, both Wednesday and Thursday. I was like a kid in the candy store, Scott. On the left field, it was the starters on offense. The right field, it was the starters on defense, with guys like Reek Woolen making big-time plays for pick sixes. It was fantastic work, formatted exactly the way the coaches wanted.
Any parent who's been out there with kids, you got an eye on them? You got them? I got them. Okay. At any rate, we've got a battle that's still going on right now in terms of the backup quarterback behind Jalen Hurts. Now, Eagles trying to make a better showing offensively this week, and they hope that that's going to give a little bit more of an opportunity to show something for the 2 guys who are fighting over it.
Well, and it starts with the penalties. I mean, they really didn't give either Andy Dalton or Tanner McKee much of a chance last week when it's 2nd and 20, 3rd and 17. But make no mistake about it, this position has not been declared yet. We'll see both Andy Dalton and Tanner McKee again tonight as they are neck and neck to see who would go in should something happen to Jalen Hurts.
Now, here we are in preseason game number 2, and you say, how much is settled on the defensive side? Well, there are still some players that you're going to see in Eagles uniform this year in games that are trying to figure out exactly where they fit.
Well, listen, they have a really good defense. I think we all know it. They're young. They're extremely talented. Vic Fangio knows that he has a pretty darn good group on that side of the ball. But there are still important spots that need to be declared. The edge rusher depth. I'm looking forward to seeing Arnold Ebiketie and A.J. Epinesa yet again tonight. That guy is very important. Whoever's that next edge man up. And then at defensive back, Michael Carter II. He's probably the next guy at both nickelback and safety. He'll get a lot more reps tonight. The odds are he'll play a bunch of meaningful snaps for the Eagles this year.
It is the end of a long stay here in Foxborough. You talk about familiarity. This is the 14th time the Eagles and the Patriots have played a preseason game in this city. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening kick in a moment. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by AAA. Eagles fans, level up your game day. Become a AAA Eagles MVP member today at AAA.com/Eagles. Vivint and NRG, changing the game with a smarter home. Vivint, proud partners of the Philadelphia Eagles. Jefferson Health, champions of care and the official health system partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, here in Foxborough, as we come up toward evening, it's the end of what has been a little bit cooler week. Getting an opportunity to see that fall might be just around the corner. 67 degrees under cloudy skies. It's actually been spitting a little bit, getting ready for this one. That's generally good news for the players who had that big week of work, and a lot of people anticipating the great meetings that might be coming. I say, putting together old relationships and saying hi. And Dave Spadaro, there are plenty of those to go around.
There sure were, Scott. You guys talked about the good work that was done on the field. Well, off the field, there was some time to exchange friendly pleasantries. There are 5 former Patriots, or former Eagles on the Patriots roster. Milton Williams, Christian Ellis, Mac Hollins, A.J. Brown, and Kevin Byard. And yes, you say hello to your brothers. And also for the Eagles, it was important to bond. Nick Sirianni says that the closest teams are the teams that win the most. So to get away from the Jefferson Health Training Complex for 5 nights, valuable to build camaraderie, trust, and teamwork. We'll see how that works out tonight, guys.
That's a great point, Dave. Ross, you realize that Nick Sirianni knows during the course of a season, you go to a road game, you go on Saturday, you play on Sunday, you come back home again. This is a rare occurrence where you're away from home as a group and you're there for the better part of the week.
Well, they don't go away for training camp anymore. Back in the day when I was growing up a huge fan, it was Westchester, and then obviously under Andy Reid for a while was Lehigh. They're always there at the Eagles complex. So this was a unique opportunity for them to just hang out together for the last 4 days.
So Jake Elliott will kick it off. Patriots won the toss, elected to receive. Lan Larison and Hassan Haskins are back deep to take the kick. And we are underway. As we said, these teams saw a lot of one another over the course of the week this week, including special teams work. Larison upended as he gets out near the 30-yard line. And the Patriots will get an opportunity to come out offensively, but we're going to have to take a look at exactly what's happening out there. It does not look like this was a good situation in terms of the contact during the kickoff. And you can see the concern immediately. The head coach isn't normally coming out right away. The staff was out there instantaneously. And we're going to have to take a look. We'll take a break and hopefully we'll come back with more and better news here in Foxborough.
Pressure in the stat sheet.
The result of the play, a first down, and now running straight ahead out across the 30-yard line for pickup of about 3 for the Patriots is Jam Miller, the rookie out of Alabama.
Man, I saw Epinesa do this a few times last week. He owns guys as a run defender. Watch at the top. Watch Epinesa. This against an offensive lineman. Locks him out and pushes him all the way back down to the ground. He actually got held. I mean, he got pulled down to the ground there by Caleb Lomu, the first-round pick for the Patriots. But Epinesa uses that length and strength. He is really good setting the edge.
To the outside. And a good job of adjusting to that reception as helper.
Looks like Munden's coming with the blitz, Scott.
Tonight's Eagles player stats presented by Jefferson Health, official health system partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. DeVito chased. He likes to run and does, and he's going to have it up for a first down. Saving tackle by Trotter after a 6-yard pickup for Tommy DeVito.
Well, Smile Munden did everything but get the sack. It was a really nice blitz from Munden, but DeVito stepped up in the pocket. Watch Smile Munden coming from depth. He'll be one-on-one against the back and make him whiff. Watch this. Whoop! Just goes right around him. He needs to close it a little bit more, a little bit of a tighter angle.
Well, the Patriots moving it in short bursts out now to the 40-yard line. That's a great job of closing off any potential running lane. Nowhere to go. Look who's there. Zion Wilson once again helping to plug the hole.
Man, I could circle all the guys on this one. I want to show you 3 guys. Watch Zion Wilson, Blay, and Epinesa. All 3 of those guys are going to be perfect against the run. Watch this. Zion Wilson gets in there. Epinesa totally stands up the tight end. Blay is in there as well. Every one of those guys won their block at the point of attack. That is the type of thing that Vic Fangio is going to love.
2nd and 10. Blitz coming. Whoa! Nobody saw him coming, and Trotter just went straight on through before DeVito ever knew it hit him. He had lost 6.
You know why? Because he perfectly timed up the count. Watch Trotter. He has a bead on the snap count. So as soon as they snap it, he is gut bang. The running back has no chance whatsoever. There's a huge difference between timing up the snap count, and it was a nice rush by Ty Robinson. And you'll see Ringo, bottom of your screen, stride for stride. He can absolutely do that. Keely Ringo can really run, and you'll see Ty Robinson, who I would say in general, football is probably more complicated than a lot of people realize.
Back to throw, and guess who caught it? For a first down and more. Inside Patriots territory at the 49. Darius Cooper coming straight across the defense.
You'll see Cooper right there, going to run the crossing route. This is something he can do. He's 210 pounds. at 5'11", so watch him break a tackle. You're not going to get him down by just swiping at his thigh like that. He's had another really good camp. He is fun to watch, and it's a terrific story how he even ended up at Tarleton State in the first place.
Man, not bad for a high school quarterback from St. Louis. Shipley trying the right side, breaking a tackle, staying on his feet, and he made something out of nothing, getting it down inside the 45 for a 5-yard pickup.
You know, the knock on Eagles' third-round pick, Markel Bell, coming out was his run blocking. Watch this. Watch him against the edge rusher. Take him and just throw him out of the club. Get him out of there, Markel. Just erase him. I mean, we already know the guy gave up 0 sacks last year at Miami. If he can become a force in the run game, the Eagles might really have something there.
Shipley this time.
You know, he did some of this stuff last week as well against the Baltimore Ravens. Watch how much movement he gets against the edge rusher out there. I mean, that is like 8 yards out there. And then watch this. He's going to see the edge rusher. He's going to see the blitzer. So he knows his guy's going inside. You see him point out there at the nickel off the edge? If that guy's coming off the edge, his guy's going to pinch inside. Markel Bell already sees things like a veteran.
Ross's tape breakdowns presented by Wawa, home of the official hoagie of the Philadelphia Eagles. And on third down, Eagles are going to be short.
Well, they got to go, right?
Yep,
I mean,
of course.
4th and 1
Yep.
at the 40-yard line. The question is, it's a full, actually, I take that back. I would say it's 3/4 of a yard here. Do they push it?
With the Red Rocket?
I mean, by far, the best play in these situations is quarterback sneak. I'm a little surprised they're out of the gun. You would think this is inside zone to the right, but sometimes you're telegraphing that.
Dalton is looking to throw. Got a man right there for the first down, and it's Cooper once again inside the 30, down to the 27. 13 yards and an Eagles first down and a perfect throw from Andy Dalton.
Yeah, that was a strike. Watch Cooper again, another in-breaking route. Quez is going to run him off. Cooper with the in-breaking route, catches it with his hands, and then gets tackled. That's a lot of confidence from Sean Mannion in Andy Dalton. 4th and less than 1, you go gun. No threat of the run whatsoever, and Andy Dalton delivered a strike. Cooper had to catch the back half of that ball.
Through the middle, it's Shipley. Wow. The thing to take away on Will Shipley's runs here early in this game is even with contact at the top, the legs just keep moving.
And watch these two guys right here again. Watch Majors and Markel Bell. They are putting in work. They are moving people. Cam Latu got a terrific block, 36 at tight end as well. So did E.J. Jenkins, and Will Shipley is having a heck of a first quarter. You know, I thought he might be an upgrade. Not even 5'11". Watch 61. Watch his sustain here, okay? This is man-to-man. Watch him. Keep his feet moving. Keep your feet moving. Grind. Pancake. Willie Lampkin sticks to guys like super glue and does not let up until they're on the ground. Love watching that young man play football.
Back to Shipley again, banging his way down inside the 5 on what might very well be the final play of the first quarter. That should be enough for a first down, and yes, it will be. So the Eagles are going to be presented on a good drive here with a first downless here, but the Eagles knocking on the door. Before his career at North Carolina and Coastal Carolina, did you know that Willie Lampkin was a state champion wrestler? Lakeland, Florida, 47-0 for that state championship for a guy who now out there on the field right now didn't allow a sack in his last 2 seasons at North Carolina, and a guy described by Jordan Davis as a bowling ball of knives.
Well, he's so fun to watch. Just a little under 5'11", 5'10" and 7/8". Willie told me before the game he weighs 293. So everybody watching this in the Phillies has had an outstanding camp. And obviously we've been highlighting Lampkin, Majors, and Markel Bell.
Shipley finds a hole in the end zone. He brought him most of the way there. Seems only fitting that he should pay it off. A 5-yard touchdown run for Will Shipley. And the Eagles get on the board first here early in the second.
What a drive by the Eagles' second-string offensive line. Watch Kendall and Fred Johnson here, especially. Getting underneath the pads, oh my gosh, they moved everybody. I mean, he went behind the tight end, but watch Lampkin and Kendall. They're going to take that guy into the backfield. Look at that. Look at that. Get him into the end zone. Get him in.
Me.
Keep
Come
him going.
with me.
Oh my gosh. 8 yards. They just took that man 8 yards back into the backfield. Wow.
And the extra point sneaks just inside the upright for Jake Elliott at the end of a 13-play, 77-yard drive. As we said, a lot of that was Will Shipley and a dominant performance by some guys who are going to be wearing Eagles green this year along the offensive line.
I mean, I'm in love with that drive right there. Look, everybody had good blocks, but look at the double team with Lampkin and Kendall taking the guy 9 yards, 4 yards into the end zone. That is how you get movement at the point of attack. And while there had been maybe some concern about the Eagles' backup offensive line, I'm not having any right now.
Let's take it down to Dave Spadaro.
Yeah, I mean, Ross, I want to talk to you about that. Drew Kendall, maybe the most improved player from year 1 to year 2 on this roster. Obviously, Markel Bell has played well. Fred Johnson, we know what he can do. And Willie Lampkin is showing up and showing out. So if you look down the line here and you think about depth, I think the Eagles are feeling really good, as you are, Ross, about the depth along the offensive line.
Well, yeah, I mean, even Jake Majors is doing some positive things, but you've got 2 tackles that I'm feeling really good about, Markel Bell and Fred Johnson. Lampkin, all we've seen him do is play well. Drew Kendall played well at center last year and is looking like he can get it done at guard. The Eagles always like to make sure they have a good offensive line and have offensive line depth, and it looks like they have both again.
Hassan Haskins returning the kick, and good job getting downfield on special teams. Wisniewski makes the tackle out across the 25.
There you go. Cole Wisniewski, the 7th-round pick, safety. You'll see 21 come in from the right side of the screen, gets pushed in the back, and still makes the play. If you're going to be a backup safety as a 7th-round pick, you need to be.
And DeVito running once again. There he goes. Down the left sideline. And Tommy DeVito, using his legs with nothing to throw to, gets it all the way down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Better than 30 yards on that scramble from Tommy DeVito.
This is really good work for the guys on defense right now for the Eagles. Because you're going to go against mobile quarterbacks at times. Trotter's trying to stay in coverage, and right when he realized it, he got picked back out there.
3rd down, trying to get pressure. DeVito firing, got it in there, but his receiver couldn't handle it. Kyle Williams only got a hand up, and the ball falls incomplete. Thomas there once again in coverage. Let's go down to Dave Spadaro.
All right, guys, I am here with Zach Bond, All-Pro and Pro Bowl linebacker. A week in New England, how's it been?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's cool to have these joint practices. We get sick and tired of hitting each other 3 weeks in a row, so it's good to finally hit another team, get after it.
And then the bonding part of it, too. What benefit is that to all be in a hotel? It's in the middle of nowhere, and you guys get to hang out.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of downtime, a lot of meeting time also, but also a lot of downtime, even just spending meals together. I know a lot of guys went into the city and had a big dinner. Super cool to see the guys connecting off the field.
And Nick believes that the closest teams are the best teams. You agree with that?
Absolutely agree with that. Absolutely.
Tell me about the defense and where you think you are September 13th. Washington comes to town. This defense is going to be ready to go.
Yeah, we're not ready, not quite ready yet. We got a couple weeks to go, but we're well on our way, and I think it's going to be a really exciting season for this defense.
Now, a few days before that, a cool event for the fans, a premium tour event presented by TickPick at Lincoln Financial Field, September 8th. You and Jordan Davis get to hang out together and meet some fans. That's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, always cool to interact with fans, especially on a personal level like that, so we're really looking forward to it.
Zach Bond, thanks so much. Good luck. Go get him.
Thank you.
All right, man. Go Birds.
Zach Bond, a couple years removed from his breakout season, has really become a mainstay now of the linebacking core of this Eagles team as they get ready for this new season. After penalty on the kick return, first down. Dalton firing on first down. And you got an interception. At least that's the way it's called on the field right now. There's also a flag down on the play. A lot going on there.
Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense, number 50. That's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic.
So Gabe Akis, the rookie out of Illinois, called for roughing the passer, wipes away a potential interception.
Right there, middle of the screen. Yeah, he took 2 steps. Ooh, Markel Bell could have gotten hurt there too. 1, 2. The second one got down, and then he rolled up on the back of Markel Bell's right leg. Quez going to be coming in from the right side of the screen, so you'll see it was pretty good protection. Markel Bell wiping him down, but it looked like Vildor was more physical getting to the catch point than Watkins was.
He was breaking on that ball as Dalton was throwing it and got there first.
Patriots at least showing pressure here. We'll see if they back out.
Nope, they're coming. Dalton took a shot from the same guy who got hit with the roughing the passer call, as nobody touched Gabe Akis coming from the outside. Andy Dalton had to throw it away.
So Dalton looked to the left like he thought that's where his hot route was supposed to be. Watch, you'll see Akis come unblocked because they're sliding the line right. Dalton's looking to the left like that's where his answer's supposed to be, but neither receiver looked at him, so Dalton really did well just to get rid of it. But it looked like he thought his hot route and his answer to that pressure was to the left.
So third down. Pressure coming again, and that's going to be short of the first down even if it was caught, but it was not. Watkins can't haul it in out across the 35. Vildor on him once again in coverage. That means the punting unit coming out for the Eagles.
Quez Watkins just not strong enough at the catch point. He's always had that slender body, tries to let the ball get into his body rather than catching it with the hands, and Vildor able to knock it away. Kind of wild. I mean, Quez Watkins was one of the top 3 receivers and the speed threat on the 2022 Super Bowl team, Super Bowl 57.
That is a booming kick. Wow. Chisholm takes it back at his own 10-yard line and spins his way out across the 20. Second down, play action, and DeVito gets it knocked down. Good job of getting in and getting a hand on it.
It's a really well done reaction by both those guys. You'll see Gabe Hall get in there, and Ramirez, he reads it. Both these guys feel that it's the boot. Watch Gabe Hall. Nice adjustment by Gabe Hall to get in there. Ramirez, who had a nice game last week, I thought, against the Ravens, gets his hand on the football. Those are 2 well-coached guys. Ramirez by Jeremiah Washburn as an edge guy, and Gabe Hall by Clint Hurt.
DeVito's got a little bit of time and finds the open man. That's going to be good yardage for the Patriots into Eagles territory. Chisholm makes the catch, and it's a pickup of 28.
They brought Smile Munden. You'll see 42 come, and he just doesn't quite finish. You know, we've seen a number of blitzes here. He tries to bull rush. Obviously ends up getting the hit on the quarterback. But if you're the running back there, and in that case it's Jermichael Hasty, that's enough. You just need to stand your ground enough that your quarterback can deliver the football. I want to see Munden finish one of these blitzes.
DeVito got hit as he threw it and couldn't quite deliver it. That's good pressure along the inside once again from Ty Robinson. We got a flag on the far side of the field.
Well, the quarterback was in the pocket. Legal contact on the defense, number 7. That's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic. First down.
You know, that has been Keely Ringo's Achilles heel during his career, is just penalties. You'll see him at the top here. After 5 yards, you cannot make contact. It's an out and up. He wasn't ready for it, and he pushed him. It's not much, but they're going to call that. They're taught to call that. They want the passing game in the NFL to flourish. So if the quarterback's in the pocket with the ball.
Ball sits just inside the 39. Pressure coming, and down goes DeVito. And guess who it was? Ty Robinson, with edges coming from either side, comes straight through the middle for the sack, all the way back to the 50-yard line.
Well, he's not on life support anymore. He is alive and well. Watch this. Double team initially. Really poor technique by the Patriots. That's not Ty Robinson's fault. He exploded off the snap, split the double team, and tossed DeVito aside. Ty Robinson has been a force to be reckoned with for the last game and a half here in the preseason.
And bringing about a lot of smiles.
Well, I said earlier that I could watch Willie Lampkin every play. Let's do it. It looks like his night might be over. I mean, he's winning the A-gap there against the, watch, that nose tackle is supposed to stay between the center and the right guard. Willie is winning that spot. And then watch the finish here. He just stays with guys. It's like a leech. And then watch this double team. I mean, even puts the right arm. Watch the end of this. Watch how excited Lampkin and Kendall are. I mean, that's why you lift all them weights. That is a touchdown for the team and a touchdown for those two guys. Good for that young man. Can you even imagine how many times he was told he's too small? How tall are you, Scott?
5'10".
I'm not going to ask you how much you weigh, but can you imagine weighing 293?
I can. Well, I'm on my way, but you take a look at that build, that body. We told you about the fact that he was a high school champion wrestler, that low center of gravity, and the strength that he has.
Let's watch these tight ends and left tackle over here. It's been a good job by the tight ends. Hinton does a nice job getting up on the linebacker. You know, Miles Hinton had a couple of holding penalties last week, but that was well done. The patience initially, and then getting up on the linebacker. But I am impressed by what I've seen from Latu and E.J. Jenkins. I'm feeling really good about the backups.
That's so important during the season to have that level of depth, as that fall is incomplete. Looking for Covey around the 40. You know, in a perfect year, in a Super Bowl year, you might get by without losing any of your offensive linemen or having them nicked up. The offensive line, Ross, was nicked up last year, even if it wasn't, you know, losing a lot of games for players, and they did for Lane Johnson late in the season. But they were nicked.
Fullback for the Patriots, Chance Campbell. That's the essence of the sport.
That's a nice move by Chisholm after the catch to get enough for the Patriots first down out across the 31.
I like seeing that too. Look at Mailata and Tyler Steen and Ojukwu.
He is someone special. First down, DeVito wants it all. He's got a man, and it's there. A perfect throw, and it's going to be a touchdown. 69 yards to Kyle Williams on a straight fly route down the right sideline.
Well, he ran right by Ambry Thomas. There is a safety to that side. Let's see what the safety. Oh, the safety's coming down. Yeah, the safety's coming down. So that means Ambry Thomas has them all by himself. So they roll. When the safety comes down, they're in cover 3. Ambry Thomas cannot let him get behind him like that. He needs to be deeper than the deepest.
And the extra point is good. So 2:48 left to go here in the half. The Patriots have their first lead of the night.
Beautiful throw, by the way, by DeVito. Look at that. I mean, he dropped it right in the bucket. And that's rare in the NFL, that a guy gets beat deep so badly that not only does he catch it, but you can't make the tackle. He had a couple steps there on Ambry Thomas, and the Patriots are very, very happy about their receiver depth, and I think you're seeing it. I mean, you've got basically third string guys like Kyle Williams.
And so that's where we stand at the 2-minute warning. The lone touchdown from Will Shipley. Offensive line playing well here in New England as the Eagles try to score before the half. Incredible athlete. And it seems like Ross, when you look at the rugby footage, and we did in the past, that he showed signs of being such an incredible athlete that he would adapt very well to his new position out of it. And then Jordan Mailata just took the ball in his left hand, boom, 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 from three-point range. Inside 2 minutes, Steele is wide open. And he's out of bounds with a first down in New England territory at the 43. Late flag over on that far sideline. Mike Brown shoved him out of bounds.
It's a dropped coverage by the Patriots and a nice job by Tanner McKee to see it.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense, unnecessary use of the helmet. Number 33, 15 yards to be out of the dead ball spot. First down.
That penalty is on Brown. That's going to get the Eagles a lot closer.
Boy, they do not call that very often. Watch the right side of your screen. That means he hit him with the crown of the helmet and led with the helmet. Usually they're more likely to fine the player. I'm not so sure about that one.
Oh, I think that was helmet to helmet, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, to me, he's trying to throw the right shoulder in there, though.
Great opportunity now for McKee, and he gets it inside to Steele. Running inside the 20 and hurtling down inside the 15-yard line. Might not have been backwards like Saquon Barkley, but it looked pretty good.
Plenty of time for the Eagles right now. Watch this. This is the old angle route, or Texas route. Goes out, comes back in, just makes the linebacker miss, makes another one miss, whoop, jumps over him, and then stayed on his feet. This is a 230-pound man. Carson made of steel. Wow, look at the big eyes.
Wow.
What a shot by our guys.
That is great technique for a hurdler. Pass is incomplete to Stowers.
Look at that body.
Wow.
I mean, if the defender for the Patriots wasn't there, he would have landed that and kept running.
Coming back to the inside, and it's there. Breaking a tackle and into the end zone is Covey. 14 yards on the touchdown with just over a minute left to go here in the first half. And a good drive aided by a big penalty puts the Eagles back on top.
It's a quick wide receiver screen. That doesn't work unless these guys get out there and get some blocks. So let's see if Cameron Williams and Michael Jordan were able to get some blocks downfield. There you go, Michael Jordan. Cameron Williams got one. Darius Cooper did as well. And this has been a showcase first half for the Eagles' second and third string offensive linemen.
They have played solid football throughout, and a big part of the reason why the Birds have put up 2 touchdowns here in this first half.
Man, what a difference a week makes. This is more like it. You'll see Cameron Williams, the right tackle. He'll get the first guy out, and then Jordan gets that. Watch Cameron Williams right there. Gets him, and then Jordan gets up on the DB. Stowers got a little piece of somebody downfield, and Covey, we know, can make guys miss in the open field. And by the way, that's another really good play call by Sean Mannion. Sean Mannion had a lot of good play calls on that drive.
And DeVito, who's been good here in this first half, realized that he had nothing there and sails it over the head of his receiver, Larison.
You know, the game has changed so much now with the dynamic. Get a field goal attempt.
Borregales was bombing him in pregame. A lot of time for DeVito, and here he comes again indeed. Ty Robinson gets another sack, and this went all the way back to the 22.
Well, they're running stunts again.
Timeout number 1.
You'll see it's going to be an E, and then you'll see Robinson loop around. So Ramirez is going to pitch. It's an E, and then Robinson's the T. Whichever one I say first is the guy that penetrates. So E means Ramirez penetrated, and then Robinson was the looper. And Robinson has a better closing burst than I realized. He has shown that the last couple of weeks. Vic Fangio said earlier in this week that he was on life support since he got there, but he's shown some life. Man, what are those things called? The paddle?
Now, the end of that first half brought us a highlight film moment with a vault and then a touchdown. And the Eagles went into halftime with a 14-10 lead. Let's take it down now to Dave Spadaro, standing by with Nick Sirianni.
I'm here with head coach Nick Sirianni. Nick, 14-10 lead. What do you take away from that first half?
The guys are playing hard. Looks like we're playing with pretty good fundamentals. And so we just got to continue that. And these guys are going to get an opportunity to play and show what they can do and try to make this team.
5 nights away from the Jefferson Health Training Complex. Benefits that you feel on and off the field?
I'm sorry, say that again, Dave?
Away from the Jeff for 5 nights. Benefits on and off the field?
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for us to go against a quality opponent in practice. Well-coached team with good players. And so anytime you step on the field, it's going to be great. And then a good opportunity for us to bond as a football team. Guys spending time together, so that's always a positive.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
And one of the things that Nick Sirianni has to be happiest about, we talked about it throughout the first half, was the way that offensive line played really on both scoring drives.
Oh, man, it was awesome. I mean, that's a huge step up for those guys. A lot of them really young guys showing that they're ready and capable if they would be needed during the season.
So you take a look at what ended up happening, especially on that final drive, and Tanner McKee was moving the team.
He was. It was a lot of Carson Steele. Carson Steele quickly, then Carson Steele on the angle route with the incredible hurdle. Then they finish it off with Britton Covey. 3 short passes to the right, all led to big gains and a touchdown for the Eagles.
And so, Eagles will get the ball first to begin this second half. And it looks like we are going to see the left-hander, Cole Payton, warming up on the sideline. And it'll be a touchback as the Eagles take over to begin the second half. I don't want to know if I'm getting the alligator. There's Steele again. Down the sidelines. That one was for Crocky J. That's the name of the alligator. And a first down to the New England 30.
Let's do it for Crocky J. Watch Steele. They dropped the coverage again. I don't know who was supposed to cover him, but this is the same play again. Wow. The linebacker's getting picked. That is a really nice play design by Sean Mannion. And if the linebacker, Nnamdi Obiazor, isn't going to be able to figure it out, you might as well keep calling it. That's a good sign for Eagles fans that Sean Mannion comes back to a play that he saw had a lot of success earlier. Why not run it again? I like that.
That's going to be good yardage and another first down. Latu down along that right sideline, inside the 20 to the 16.
And this is kind of feeling more like it with Tanner McKee. This is what we're more used to. You'll see Latu, just a quick out route, okay? Again, the linebackers way late to get out there. They are picking on number 48, Obiazor, the linebacker.
Rookie out of TCU having trouble getting to receivers in time. Play action. There's another open receiver. And down near the 10-yard line. Call it about the 11. And catch. Second fourth down conversion attempt for the Eagles tonight. They made their first. And on fourth down, that throw to the end zone is there. Incomplete. E.J. Jenkins went up high, couldn't haul it in. And the Eagles are turned away on an opening drive inside the Patriots' 10-yard line.
Well, kudos to Obiazor, the linebacker for the Patriots, because he was getting abused the last couple drives, but that time he was able to make a really nice play and keep the Eagles out.
Short inside the 10, and we are joined now by Lane Johnson down on the sideline. Lane, thanks so much for spending a little time with us here tonight.
Yes, sir. Offense is picking up the pace, so we'll see what happens the second half.
Yeah, Lane, you got to love what you've seen from the second and third stringers on the offensive line tonight. They've been pushing them around.
Yeah, the run game has been impressive. Shipley and Carson. Really, yes, it's been a really interesting game this past few minutes. So, yeah, and defense is doing well too. So, it's a game.
So, a couple weeks ago, Lane, at a press conference, you said that this will probably be your last season. What can you tell us about the decision?
Yeah, it's just, you know, where your career and family and kind of priorities meet. So, you know, for me, just, you know, I felt honest with, you know, with what I said, and yeah, just looking forward to this season and, you know, finish it the right way.
Were you thinking about whether or not you wanted to announce it publicly? I know some guys aren't sure which way to go in that route.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything early. I'm 36, and so for me, it's you know, it's not too complicated.
I know you've been asked about it a couple times, but for the fans that are just tuning in tonight, what are your early thoughts on Sean Mannion's offense?
Yeah, it's you know, it's definitely been a change for us. I think you know, what you've seen really this past quarter is kind of what you know, we're trying to get on pace for this year. Set up the run game. Obviously, the angles are wider. The under center action, you know, is a little bit. It makes the defense hesitate. And so, for us, yeah, we just got to keep these drives consistent and pick up the pace.
Lane, we've been really impressed by what we've seen physically out of Markel Bell, and I think one of the things that we've been talking about as well is it seems like he's got a real high football IQ to go along with all those physical gifts he's got.
Yeah, he has tremendous length. I think when you watch his pass set, his feet stay really close to the ground, which is a good thing for a change of direction. But really, man, he's a great student in the game, like you said, and just, you know, he hasn't complained one time. You know, practices extra hard. You know, I think the way they did things at Miami, you know, is rubbed off on him. So just a tremendous talent as a rookie, and you know, is on his way to be a great pro.
Lane, I don't know when I'll get a chance to talk to you again. Just want to tell you it has truly been an honor and a pleasure to watch your entire career in Philadelphia. I don't think it's hyperbole for people that actually know offensive line play to say you are one of the best to ever do it. And I would absolutely love an invite to your party when you get into the Hall of Fame in 5 or 6 years.
Man, you know, I'm humbled. You know, the words like that. It's obviously it's been a journey. You know, I got lucky to be drafted here all these years ago, and you know, just really fortunate to be around great coaches and most of all great teammates. You know, that elevate, that you know, that make you who you are. And so, yeah, I'm soaking it all in, enjoying it, and yeah, I'm excited about some Eagles football.
Well, Lane, it's been a true pleasure. Thanks so much for spending this time with us, and best of luck on what should be, we hope, a pretty special final season.
Yes, sir. I'm excited, and talk to y'all soon.
And Lane Johnson joining us here in a couple of moments on the sideline at the end of a very long week of work for the Eagles here in New England.
Good.
And you start talking about it. Ross, one of the things that jumps out at me more than anything else, everybody knows how much success the Eagles have had here in this decade. People know this, I'm sure, who are Eagles fans. The record is 9-17 when Lane Johnson doesn't play since 2020. How big a factor has he been over the years in anchoring down that right side?
Well, and I think the biggest reason for that, Scott, which is going to change a little bit this year, but he has been level nationally as we revere him in Philadelphia. I'm not sure people realize just how hard his degree of difficulty has been his entire career.
High school quarterback who became one of the best. And we just had a meet me at the quarterback moment.
Joshua Waru, his second game ever, he's going to come from the right side. So you'll see right side, it's a nice move. The right tackle for the Patriots thought it was a stunt. How about that move by Waru? He fakes like it's going to be a stunt. Jabs the right leg, comes back around.
Young man from Nairobi, Kenya, playing in his second NFL game, gets a clear shot at the quarterback, takes him to the ground, and then That means celebration for all of the guys who are trying to help him learn. And he still has a lot to learn about the National Football League. But how much did they enjoy this, Russ?
Look at Jonathan Grenard on the right. It was on the left. It was Jalix Hahn. And I mean, this is a guy, this is his second game ever.
McKee had Carson Steele open for the first down last time. He gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Pressure, McKee took a shot, and getting in on him was Leonard Taylor III. Well, the Eagles, for the second time here in the second half, were turned away on downs in New England territory.
Version of the tush push. They don't want to show what their play action under center passes would be in short yardage situations.
Patriots open the drive with Jam Miller taking it out across the 45 to the 47 for a pickup of 6.
That's actually a really important point to make, is that for the players that are out there, you really don't know at times what the team is looking for from them. You know, sometimes they're putting them in adverse situations on purpose because they want to see what the guy's like in man-to-man coverage. They want to see what the guy's like, you know, when he's being double-teamed.
Not a whole lot there, and not only did it turn off, but Andre Sam was looking for the strip if he could get it. Deontay Lawson back-to-back tackles.
Yeah, I see Lawson 47. He's going to end up getting over there. Scrapes over, nice read, makes the tackle. I thought Lawson showed up last week too. You can see him as a guy that got a lot of playing time at Alabama and has some ability. I like the Eagles' backup linebackers quite a bit.
3rd down and 4. And right back to the ground they go. And it's going to be close. Looks like the spot of the football might. Morton, the rookie out of Texas Tech, is under center right now on 4th and less than a yard. They're going to run it, and the Eagles are going to, oh my, they had it stopped, and then second effort, and falling forward produces the first down.
Take a look at Gabe Hall. Gabe Hall gets in the backfield there. So did Uar Bernard, and they had him. Andre Sam came up. Gabe Hall had him, and then you'll see Andre Sam, 31, puts his helmet in there. That's a heck of an effort there by Larison.
Closing minutes of this 3rd quarter, Patriots drive continues, and just not a whole lot there for Baron Morton, getting chased back out of the pocket.
You're anti-wave, right, Scott?
I've been anti-wave since about 1988.
The wave is awesome. These people are having so much fun.
I used to work in baseball. I saw way too many waves.
Look at how much fun they're having.
I can't take responsibility for what's happening out there right now. And coming to the near sideline is Larison once again, and gets some of that yardage. 3rd down, big time rush coming, and standing in and making the throw for the first down is Morton. He got that ball in to Tajon Palmer. And New England gets a first down at the Eagles 33.
I will say this is one of the more extended waves I've ever seen. I'm surprised. It doesn't usually go this long. But there's a lot of kids here tonight. Preseason games are really fun for the family. A lot more cost effective for some families to bring, 2, 3, 4 kids.
From the 33 on first down. Hoa. That comes wide open inside the 20. And into the red zone is Jam Miller, who broke a first tackle and ran it for 19 on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Well, the Eagles defense will now try to hold in the red zone as we start the 4th quarter of preseason game number 2. I would imagine folks will continue to wave even as we are away at commercial break in a 14-10 game with the Birds on top here in Foxborough. First down for the Patriots. Birds try to hold now in the red zone with the ball at the 14-yard line. That's a good job of getting into the backfield and shutting it down by Chance Campbell.
I told you I like the Eagles' backup linebackers. Watch Campbell this time. He's going to key and diagnose it pretty quickly. See how quickly he sees it. The right guard cannot go to the ground right there. Credit Zion Wilson for drawing the double team and keeping Campbell clean.
10th play of the drive. And through the middle, nothing doing for Jam Miller. Well, the Eagles stiffening here on the run side.
Third and long here for New England. Be curious to see whether Fangio brings a blitz with one of those linebackers or just plays coverage. Both linebackers are at depth.
How about they stayed on the ground? And that's going to get down for first down yardage all the way to the 2-yard line for a pickup of 10.
They quick counted them, and the Eagles were not ready. Here they are. They're going to quick count them again. This Eagles young defense, these guys are not ready to go.
Larison had that carry. He's got this one. Diving for the end zone and the touchdown. After holding on the first 2 plays, 2 more runs, each with a quick snap, and New England gets in.
Yeah, so that would be a one-word play by Baron Morton. It might just be Lenny, and Lenny might be inside zone left. And the Eagles defense, they looked tired, and they were slow to get lined up, and when the ball was snapped, they were not ready 2 snaps in a row. Interesting that the Patriots give the third-string guys the freedom to quick count them like that.
12-play, 59-yard drive. And New England retakes the lead now early here in the 4th quarter.
Best part of the week, Josh Werwood just got his first sack, turned me up on the sideline. That was the best part of the week so far for me.
How about getting off the field and bonding? How important is that for you and for this football team?
It's super important. It was a cool opportunity. You know, normally when we're in Philly, everybody's separated and everybody goes to their own places, wherever they live. But here, everybody goes back to the same hotel. So going out to eat, spending time playing games with them when we get back to the hotel and just bonding with everybody was super cool.
The development of Jalix Hunt, the first player in Eagles history last year to lead the team in sacks and interceptions in the same year. How about this year? What's the next step?
Hello. My apologies.
What's the next step for you?
Next step for me, I would say, you know, just build on what I started last year. I think I've gotten a lot better. Just in my detail and my confidence in rushing. I think I'm slowly becoming the type of rusher I would like to become. I've watched a lot of film. I've decided the types of rushes I would like to throw, the type of rusher I would like to be, what I would like to be seen as. So I would just say taking a step in that direction, being more of a polished rusher, and not somebody who comes across sacks, luckily, somebody who's able to just go make it happen.
And Jalix, how good can this defense be in 2026?
Super amazing. You know, I think we have to follow up with what we did last year, and I think we have the talent to do it. We definitely have the coach to do it. We all trust in Coach Fangio. Happy birthday to him. Also, he's probably going to be mad about that, but everybody tell him happy birthday. But, we fully trust in him. We fully trust in each other, and it's super excited, especially watching, there it is, still. Especially watching just how everybody's coming together, learning the defense. Everybody knew that's here, and then the people that have been here digging deeper knowledge that they know of the defense.
Super amazing. I like that preview. Super amazing defense.
Okay, yeah, super. I like it, man.
The world record holder, part of the wave here at Gillette Stadium. Jalix Hunt, thanks so much. Good luck this year.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, he's talking about Vic Fangio.
That's a good product.
Patriots leading it by 3, over 12 minutes left to go. The Eagles defense trying to dig in, and saw Jordan Davis over on that side. Jordan Davis is now the longest tenured member of that Eagles defensive unit.
And I think Uar just got his first tackle.
Did he really?
Uar is excited. Watch Uar Bernard, second football game ever, locks out the guard, sees him, sheds him, gets in for the tackle.
Got him.
That is the first tackle of his life.
All the way to the ground.
Yes, you heard me correctly. We confirmed last week or yesterday when we talked to him that he's never actually tackled somebody before.
And juggling catch and a first down for DeGennaro out across the 35.
Uar gets in there, grabs him, swallows him up, pulls him down. So we got Weru got his first sack. Uar got his first tackle.
He was pretty upset last week. He had made a tremendous play and then couldn't wrap up the tackle. Ball gets brought into the end zone for a touchdown. He said he wasn't going to watch it. He told him, don't show it to me. I don't want to see it. And we fairly said to him, well, you'd never tackled anybody in a football game before. Kind of stands to reason that, you know, that's going to be a learning process. He didn't want to hear it.
I mean, it's wild that and you're in it. You're playing in the game. You're not there to watch the game. You're on the field.
Part of the IPP program by way of Nigeria.
Now he's just racking them up. Now he's just racking them up. He's feeling it now. Let's watch Uar on this one. A little too high, but he still sheds the block, gets down the line, gets in on another tackle. All right, Uar. Stat sheet stuffer at this point.
Never even thought about football until he, while playing basketball, had a coach say to him, you know what, you should think about football.
Well, when you're 275 pounds of muscle and you've never lifted weights before in your life, I would imagine.
Yeah.
How about that story?
I mean, you think about the physical specimen that he was at this time, having never played. That's a cut body, never having lifted.
I don't know if he weighs 275 there, but he still looks pretty darn good for a guy that's never lifted weights. That's for sure.
What a great story.
Unbelievable.
Patriots doing a pretty good job of running the 4-minute offense with 10 minutes to go in the game.
So talking with Uar, you know, he played soccer when he was younger. Then he played basketball. And it was when he was 17, almost 18 years old, his basketball coach, or a basketball coach, said, have you ever thought of American football? He had never seen it, but somehow he had a Ray Lewis jersey. His dad got him a Ray Lewis jersey. I'm still confused by that part of the story. He had never seen football, but he was rocking a Ray Lewis jersey.
Said he liked Ray's aggressiveness when he watched the stuff on YouTube. Hasty trying to get to the outside, and the Eagles string it out. Ball's down. And I believe that's a fumble and recovery.
Brandon George.
Rolling on the field. The ball is fumbled, recovered by the defense. Timeout.
Let's see who got the punch out here. Is it Shaun Wade again? Oh, yep. My gosh. Shaun Wade. That's the third one of those in 2 games where he's been able to knock the ball out. That ball's definitely out. And then Brandon George from Reading, Pennsylvania jumps on it. Pennsylvania gets the ball. I think he kept it. He ran off the field with the ball in his hand. I don't blame him.
Second down. McKee had to beat the rush. He did. And it's going to be a first down for Stone Smart. That's a good job by Tanner McKee with a man in his face coming at him to deliver the ball for an Eagles first down at the Patriot 40.
Yeah, Tanner McKee looks dialed in tonight. This is not easy. Watch. He needs to whip his head around. As soon as he whips his head around, Gainer's right there. Nice job by McKee to just get it off with the guy in his face. Stone Smart wide open. Nice hands catch by Smart, by the way. And that's a good gain. That's a lot of what this offense will look like. A lot of bootlegs, which I think will suit Jalen Hurts well.
This time there's nowhere to run for Carson Steele. Ends up losing a yard back to the 41.
You know, Hurts has that mobility and a nice touch to the next play, and I think that's one of the reasons why he's won as much as he has in Philadelphia.
Could have been a good baseball closer. 3rd down and 5. McKee firing, got it. First down. inside the 25-yard line, and Stone Smart, who's having a good night, hauls it in for the Eagle first down.
Yeah, Stone Smart, he's had some good games with the Chargers. Take a look. He's the inside of 3 receivers. In breaking route, little shake at the top of his route. Could have been called for interference there as the defender fell and was draped all over him. But McKee, once again, ball out quick, right where it needs to be, right on the hands of Smart. And the Eagles keep the chains moving.
It's running in a short, controlled passing game under Tanner McKee that has moved the ball for the Eagles really in every possession that he's been on the field. Now they try the reverse. And coming to the near side, late flag might end up erasing that gain for Quez Watkins.
I didn't see a hold on the 2 outside guys. I wonder if this is something more inside. I'll be curious to see what number they called on. Because I was watching the 2 guys in space.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the offense, number 46. Illegal crackback ball. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
Samori Toure called for the penalty, and that erases a 10-yard gain that would have had the Eagles in the red zone.
Well, you can't go from outside in.
And a whistle and a false start coming.
Well, this is tough.
False start on the offense. It's a right guard. That's a 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That is Zeke Correll, who basically was signed yesterday.
No, he was signed yesterday. We were out here.
Not basically, yeah, he was.
I mean, we were out here at walkthrough. You'll see the right guard right there, just a little early. It's the right call, but this guy, he got out here about 3/4 of the way through walkthrough and was introducing himself to people. And now he's out there with the game on the line at right guard.
2nd and 22. You got to get this in chunks. There's Chuck number 1. Down to the 20. Finding it inside for Ezekama. 16 or 17 yards down to the 20, and this becomes much more manageable now. A 3rd down and 5.
Tanner McKee is locked in. I mean, that was a strike. As soon as he got the ball, Tanner absolutely let that one rip in the middle of the field. And McKee's been playing primarily with the 3s. He hasn't really gotten an opportunity the last 2 weeks with the 2s. Nice job waiting for Ezekama to clear that linebacker.
2 plays for 5 yards with 3:45 to go. And there it is. That's going to be all of it. Steele hurdles into the end zone. Hurdle number 2 on the night. This one hits pay dirt. And the Eagles retake the lead on a 20-yard touchdown with 3:39 to go.
That's his move, I guess. I mean, he's 230 pounds. Again, they dropped the coverage on Steele. McKee knows right away. This DB thinks he's going to try to run him over. Nope. And he sticks the landing for a couple yards. Look at that. 6 foot 230. Trying to do his best Saquon impression out here.
Saquon, he's doing his best Edwin Moses impression out here. He's done it twice tonight. And with the extra point, a 4-point lead now with 3:39 to go. Have a night, Carson. Have a night here in New England.
Don't tell these guys that this game doesn't count. I promise the guys that are out there inside the white lines, they really want to get the reward of a victory.
And the special teams is fired up right now. Ramirez making the tackle. Well, the Patriots have 3:33 to go, and the defense will try to hold here as New England is going to have to take the ball 73 yards in order to take the lead back.
Well, and the Eagles just put Gabe Hall and Ty Robinson back. Look at Saquon and Carson Steele.
Yeah, but I can do it backwards.
I still will never understand how that even went through his head to hurdle someone backwards like that.
The sideline reaction is still my favorite part of that. First down for the 27. Plenty of time. Oh, and a throw into coverage. Nearly picked off. That was an opportunity for Isaiah Bolden. And Bolden had it short hop him. Second down coming up.
They just signed Bolden a couple days ago. Bolden was actually at bottom of your screen. He's playing zone, does a nice job of dropping off of it. If it was a better throw by Morton, I think Bolden does pick it off. He was actually drafted by the Patriots.
You think Bolden came up to Carell and said, hey, you're new here, right? Second down now. Blitz coming. Throw. Not much there. Great job of closing on the football again by Shaun Wade.
Man, there was a lot of physicality there. Brandon George brought it on the blitz. Top of your screen, Shaun Wade. Nice job transitioning out of the back pedal.
Oof.
Wade's done some positive things. He really has. You know, you can see why he was a 5-star recruit, went to Ohio State. And now he's one of these guys battling to try to continue to play professional football.
Blitz coming. And that throw is going to be complete. And another second effort play by Lan Larison is going to get New England a first down.
This is like Lan Larison against Carson Steele right now. What an effort by Larison. It was a nice blitz by Brandon George. He was making Morton run. Lawson had him right there. He's got to get him down. I mean, he just carried him for 4 more yards.
Patriots have completed better than 50% of their third down conversions tonight. Tip ball, there it is. Oh! It was there. It was right there for the taking. J.T. Gray couldn't haul it in.
J.T. Gray is a former Pro Bowl special teamer for the New Orleans Saints. Oh, we saw it right away, and oh, you got to catch that. Yeah, I mean, that needs to be an interception 10 out of 10 times in the NFL. Gabe Hall got his right hand on it.
Second down with 2:40 to play. They try to swarm to the ball, and running through the defense is DeGennaro. They're going to stop him maybe a half-yard shy of the first down.
I would think the Patriots might take this to the 2-minute.
Let's take a look at our play of the game, amended to plays of the game, presented by Independence, official health insurance partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, one hurdle. And you figure that's good enough for the night, right? Nope. There's your go-ahead touchdown.
He's a fun player. You know, 230 pounds, I wonder if he's the type of guy that if you needed it could give you a couple snaps at fullback. You know, if you wanted to use a lead fullback, he certainly has the physique for it.
He's got 117 total yards tonight and a touchdown on 18 touches.
And he probably wouldn't have gotten this many touches if Jaquindon Jackson hadn't gotten hurt on the opening kickoff. Jaquindon Jackson, all the reports we're getting are favorable. Thankfully, for those of you that just tuned in, he left the field in an ambulance after the opening kickoff of the game.
Well, the good news was that he was alert and had movement. That was the report that we got from the hospital back in the first quarter. First down, just shy of midfield. 2 minutes to go in a 4-point game. And the run on first down. Great job of getting into the backfield and forcing the stop. Maximus Pulley, the rookie out of Wofford, making the tackle. Just 1 yard on first down. Clock moves with 1:45 to go.
He certainly triggers very quickly. He's a fun player to watch. I mean, he was at depth there and read that and came flying up.
Back to the air for Morton. Deep down the field, got a man and overthrow him. Tajon Palmer had a step and just stopped.
He didn't see the ball. Palmer stopped running. He had Wade beat. That might have been a touchdown for New England. Top of your screen, just watch 80, okay? He doesn't think the ball's coming. He doesn't know it's in the air. That was a perfect pass. I mean, that should have been a touchdown.
Eagles will take it, third down and 9 now. And another good throw, juggling attempt, and he held it. That's another first down, a 10-yard pickup for New England. It keeps the drive going.
Timeout. New England, 30-second timeout.
Eagles got decent pressure there. They were starting to get there towards Morton.
A good throw. Now,
After reviewing the play, the runner was short. The defender stepped on his foot. Puts him down by contact. The ball is at the 40, just tail, 42. So it's going to be short by about a yard, 4th down.
we knew that before everybody else did because of Bobby Reed in our EVS room in the truck. Great job.
Yeah, it's really well done. I mean, I was looking at his hand. I didn't even notice that his foot stepped on him. These guys are breaking the huddle. They haven't even moved the chains yet. They got to hold up.
And it's 4th down, not first down.
Yeah, it's 4th and 1 here.
New England has chosen not to take a timeout. Because we changed the ruling on the field, we need to run 10 seconds. So from 1:25, timer set the game clock at 1:15. Play clock is going to go to 30 seconds. And both clocks will start on my whistle.
That means New England has all 3 of their timeouts still.
That is the right decision, by the way, by New England.
The marker on the field says 3rd down, but it's 4th down.
Yeah, they just changed it.
There we go.
It's 4th down.
So this is your game right here.
Inside zone left. If they run it, inside zone left.
We're going to throw it. It's outside, and it's a first down.
Wow.
Kyle Dixon, the rookie out of Culver Stockton, hauls that in front of Sean Wade. This game remains alive with 65 seconds left.
Yeah, it's pretty generous there from Sean Wade.
First charge, timeout, New England. 1:07 on the game clock. We're going to make it a 30-second timeout.
I would think 4th and 1, you want to be closer to the guy than that. I mean, I know you don't want to get beat over the top, but that was a little bit too generous from Wade.
Well, it gave Baron Morton a clear lane to throw the ball. So New England uses a timeout. They've got 2 remaining and the clock at 1:07. Blitz coming. Flag on the play. That throw down the sideline is incomplete. And a flag on the far side as well.
I think that this is some type of motion against New England.
An illegal
There are
shift.
fouls against both teams on the play. Pass interference on the defense, number 30. Illegal shift on the offense. Number 23 was moving, didn't reset. Those fouls will offset. First down.
That ball got snapped early. The Patriots were not ready for that ball to be snapped.
If you're going to play a preseason game, let's have it come right down to the wire. That's what we got here with 1:03 to go. Eagles holding on to a 4-point lead. Down the near sideline, it's wide open, and it's a touchdown. The man who committed the penalty on the previous play, Nick DeGennaro, at the receiving end of a 37-yard touchdown with 57 seconds left to go.
Well, they picked on the guy that just got here. Again, 2 deep safeties. Watch Bolden and watch the safety, okay? So it looks like they're in 2 deep coverage, but I really do not know what Isaiah Bolden's doing there. I mean, he might not know what he's doing either. He just got there like 3 days ago.
Yep. He thought he had help.
He is playing that like he has, but even if he has help, they're not going to be able to get there that quick.
Second time tonight that the Eagles have been beaten over the top for a touchdown. A 73-yard drive led by Baron Morton. So now, the Birds have 57 seconds, down by 3, and all 3 of their timeouts left.
And guess what time it is? It's Cole Payton time.
Well, you saw Cole just getting some words of encouragement from Jalen Hurts over on the sidelines.
Nothing like coming in for your first action with 57 seconds left. You can see they have 3 timeouts at the top of your screen.
He looked good last week.
Well, this is going to be fun because we know how mobile he is, and they have all 3 timeouts. But take a look at what Cole Payton did a little bit last week. A lot with his legs. I kind of thought we'd see more of Cole Payton tonight. But they've left Tanner McKeon for a while, and Tanner's played well. But Cole's going to get his opportunity to be a hero.
57 seconds to go. And a short pooch kick. It's going to be an opportunity for a return. Watkins steered out of bounds shy of the 30. 53 seconds left.
Probably a good time to remind people there's no such thing as overtime in the preseason.
That is correct.
So if the Eagles elect to kick a field goal, it would just be a tie. Now, that would be an interesting decision should they get to that point, but we got a lot of time between now and then for Cole Payton to go out and show what he can do.
So here goes. Payton, the rookie out of North Dakota State, the left-hander. Firing and hitting. Hayes spinning out across the 35 to about the 37. And a late flag.
Very late flag.
Legal use of hands. Hands to the face on the offense, number 63. It's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
And Zeke Correll gets penalized again, erasing that gain on first down.
Man, it makes you wonder if it took Novak a while to get that out of his hands. Look at 63, top of your screen. Yeah,
injury
right
under
hand.
2 requires a charge timeout. That will be New England's second.
His right hand is up there,
yep,
right there. So it's a fine call. It just took Scott Novak a little bit of time to get the flag out of his pants.
Patriots have a player slow to get up. You heard Novak say, based upon what happens there, they are charged a timeout inside the final 2 minutes as Jake Elliott warms up. He might have a shot at this thing. It really will depend on what Nick Sirianni wants to do. Chad Muma was the injured player. He is taken off the field. You know, everybody remembers Elliott's first 61-yarder that beat the New York Giants in a game at Lincoln Financial Field.
That was a 61-yarder before 61-yarders were really a thing.
Yeah, now
before
they're
61-yarders were like normal. Was like, oh my gosh, he made a 61-yarder. Now I saw where Harrison Butker made a 69-yarder tonight. The Chiefs kicker, a 69-yarder.
It's amazing how much it's changed. All right, every quarterback wants this opportunity. And the throw is there for a chunk of yardage to Stone Smart. Out to about the 28. They're going to try to get to the line of scrimmage quickly. But I believe the Eagles are going to use a timeout.
Timeout number 1. Philadelphia, 30-second timeout.
That's your problem here right now. If you get chunks of yardage, it's harder to get to the line of scrimmage in time.
Timer, please set the game clock to 42. 42 on the game clock.
But they got a second back. Here, this is all leading, of course, is the beginning of this 2026 season. Still one more preseason game to go next week. Friday night at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. And then the long road officially begins. Time, and now the ball is out. And the Patriots, I believe, have it at the 20-yard line. They do. Cole Payton hit from behind.
Ruling on the field was a fumble recovered by the defense.
First turnover of the night for the Eagles.
It came from the backside, so let's see. Cameron Williams is at right tackle. He gets beat around the edge.
Hutchins.
By Hutchins. And that's unfortunate because with the lefty quarterback, that's Cole Payton's blind side, so he couldn't even see him to try to avoid him. He probably would have been able to, but Williams getting beat around the edge, and that should just about do it.
Casey Rogers recovers. Patriots go into victory formation. And that will indeed wrap up a long week of work here in New England. Nick Sirianni's team coming up a buck short here tonight. But when you walk away, yes, you walk away with 24-21. You also walk away, Ross, with the idea that a lot got accomplished this week and a lot got shown here tonight.
No question. The joint practices, those 2 days, by far the two most impactful days to get the Eagles starters ready for the season. And tonight, I think we saw a lot of positive individual performances and certainly a much better performance from this Eagles offense.
Got to see a couple of memorable preseason plays from Carson Steele. A good performance from Tanner McKee. Offensive line played well all night. That guy made his first 2 tackles ever. And this is going to conclude our coverage for the Eagles preseason in 2026. Next week, nationally televised on CBS. Thanks for joining us this preseason, and thanks to everyone involved in making these broadcasts great. Eagles open the 2026 regular season at Lincoln Financial Field against Washington Sunday, September 13th, 4:25 on Fox. Stay tuned to NBC 10 for the postgame show. For Dave Spadaro, Ross Tucker, and our great crew, I'm Scott Graham. Good night from Foxborough.